Days of Our Lives spoilers, November 13th. The big event everyone's talking about. Salem, USA. In the world of daytime drama, some days are destined to be remembered not just in the annals of a fictional town's history, but in the hearts of the audience who witnessed them. November 12th in Salem was one of those days. A meticulously crafted 24-hour period of emotional carnage that has left fans reeling and sets a devastating stage for the cataclysmic event everyone will be talking about on November 13th. If Tuesday was the tense, slow-motion climb to the top of the roller coaster, Wednesday is the breathtaking, terrifying drop. This is the story of how Salem's pillars crumbled under the weight of one impossible day, paving the way for a big event that promises to change everything. The breaking of a titan, Marlena Evans' impossible choice. It was a day too much for Dr. Marlena Evans. For decades, she has been Salem's steady anchor, the voice of reason in a hurricane of chaos, the analyst who could dissect any psyche while keeping her own formidable composure. But on November 12th, the weight of a mother's love and a wife's devotion proved too heavy even for her legendary strength. The crisis revolves around her grandson, Brady Black, and his escalating war with the enigmatic Megan Hathaway. Brady, determined to rescue his daughter, Rachel, from Megan's clutches, has plunged headlong into a dangerous game with forces he doesn't fully understand. His methods have become increasingly desperate, and his moral compass is spinning. Marlena, who has counseled serial killers, survived possession, and navigated countless family crises, found her professional detachment shattering. Sources close to the family describe a scene of profound anguish in the Evans-Brady penthouse. It wasn't about analyzing the situation anymore, our source revealed. It was visceral. She was watching her grandson self-destruct and potentially lose his child, and her daughter, Belle, was caught in the crossfire, torn between supporting her son and her own terror. The day presented Marlena with an impossible choice: continue to advocate for a cautious, strategic approach or support Brady's reckless, all-or-nothing plan. The internal conflict was written on Deidre Hall's face in a masterclass of silent acting, the trembling hands she tried to hide, the crack in her normally steady voice, the distant look in her eyes as she grappled with scenarios no grandmother should ever have to consider. By day's end, the pressure cooker of fear and helplessness reached its peak. The unflappable Dr. Evans was flapped, leaving her emotionally exposed and vulnerable just as the storm gathers its full strength. A commissioner on the brink, Rafe's world upended. While the Brady-Horton clan faced external threats, Police Commissioner Rafe Hernandez received a different kind of blow, one that struck at the very foundation of his professional integrity and personal life. Troubling news arrived in the form of an official communiqué from the State Attorney General's office. After a series of high-profile failures, including the recent prison break of Megan Hathaway's associates and the general sense that Salem PD is perpetually one step behind the town's criminals, Rafe's leadership is being formally reviewed. An internal affairs investigator is being assigned to scrutinize his every decision, from resource allocation to his personal entanglements with cases involving his ex-wife, Ava Vitale. This isn't just a slap on the wrist, an insider at the station confided. This is a potential prelude to suspension. Rafe has been walking a tightrope for months, and the wire just snapped. He's being questioned in his own squad room, in front of the men and women he's supposed to command. For a man whose identity is so deeply tied to his badge, this is a devastating blow. The news sends Rafe into a tailspin of frustration and defensiveness. His authority is now publicly undermined at the worst possible moment, precisely when a coordinated, confident police force is needed to counter the looming threat from Megan. This professional crisis bleeds into his personal life, causing tensions with his loved ones and leaving him isolated and volatile. A cornered Rafe is a dangerous Rafe, and his compromised position creates a critical power vacuum in Salem's law enforcement at a time when order is most desperately needed. The calm before the storm, a tapestry of tension. Beyond these two central crises, November 12th wove a tapestry of interconnected anxieties across Salem. John Black, sensing his wife's distress, moved from concerned partner to a man ready for war. His protective instincts are on full alert, and his focus is singular: shield Marlena and their family at any cost. Steve Patch Johnson and Kayla Brady, while a stable force, found themselves pulled into the orbit of the chaos, with Steve's past skills as an ISA agent feeling less like a memory and more like a necessary tool for the present. Gabi and Stefan Demera continued their corporate chess game, unaware that the entire board is about to be flipped over by forces far greater than boardroom dominance. The Dimera mansion itself seemed to hum with a malevolent energy as Megan Hathaway, confident and untouchable, put the final pieces of her mysterious project into place, a smirk playing on her lips as Salem unraveled around her. November 13th, the big event when the lever is pulled. So, what is the big event everyone will be talking about? The emotional devastation of November 12th was not an accident. It was a strategic dismantling. Megan Hathaway, a villain who understands psychological warfare as well as any physical threat, has been watching. She saw Marlena's weakening resolve. She likely has sources who informed her of Rafe's crippling investigation. The event on November 13th is the culmination of her plan. With Salem's moral center Marlena shaken and its legal authority Rafe neutered, Megan pulls the lever on her grand scheme. While specific details are guarded tighter than the Horton cabin, our sources indicate this is not a simple kidnapping or a business takeover. This is an event designed to showcase her power and break the spirit of the entire town. It involves a public demonstration of her new scientific or technological breakthrough, a weapon, a pharmaceutical, or a means of control that she will use to hold Salem hostage. The targets are multiple, the stakes are citywide, and the fallout will be measured in lives, not just relationships. The brilliance of this narrative construction is in its foundation. By bringing Marlena and Rafe, two of Salem's most resilient figures, to their knees on the day before the main event, the writers have removed the town's primary first responders. Who will be the voice of calm when the doctor is in crisis? Who will lead the charge when the commissioner is benched? November 13th is not just another day in Salem. It is the day the town discovers what happens when its heroes are already broken, and the only thing left to do is pray for a miracle. The day everyone is talking about is here, and the conversation is just beginning.